So what I would like to do today is make a bruschetta, but I don't have all the ingredients. So I have tomatoes. That's kind of super important. Some little organic cherry tomatoes and an onion and a green onion, and then we'll just see what I have in the fridge that is might work appropriately. I always wash the vegetables first before I put them in the fridge because that makes it so important for your 15-minute recipes to make sure that your veggies are pre-washed. And I did find a couple of tomatoes in here, even though I just bought them yesterday. Found a couple that were a little soft, so you don't want to use anything that isn't totally, grade A, beautiful looking vegetables. Now, you can see here that it's a little tricky. Probably would be easier if I had a big tomato. I'm just cutting up these little tomatoes, and you can see that my knife needs severely to be sharpened because I really shouldn't have to work this hard. Oh God, I'm mostly squishing them. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all good. We really don't care. We just want it to be pretty diced. So, oops, and when you squish them and they shoot out your bowl and all over your walls, that's okay too. Alright, so I'm just going to use a few more because I just want to make enough for a little appetizer for 2 people. And so this is probably a cup. A cup of squished tomatoes. I'm going to use 2 more. Okay, just 3 more. 3 more came out, so that's going to be the secret number. Okay, and also the trick with these 15-minute meals is to kind of have your plan in your head of what you're going to do and to keep it simple. So I'm going to scoop this, put your bowl underneath here, and scoop these into my bowl. Okay, then we have the onion. The tomatoes off there. So the way I like to do the onion, and I'm sure there are a million other way faster, more efficient ways to peel an onion, but I just kind of get it to where I can rip the skin off, and that's good enough. And then I can't remember the word for what. Scoring it. That's the word. Score the onion. And so you're just cutting like about 1/2 inch going either way so that you're making a little crisscross cut in the onion like so. Okay, not all the way through. And then you just slice, and look at that. For me, I think that dices really fast. Of course, there are also a bazillion machines out there, but I think this works pretty good. And that's probably way too many onions. So I will use the rest of this for soup or salad or something else. So I'm going to put in, for about 1.5 cups of tomatoes, I think I'll put in 1/3 cup of onions. And maybe what's on the knife. Okay, the rest of these can go into this little bowl for something else. Okay, since I don't have basil and I don't have cilantro, which I would really love to have, cilantro, I'm going to add a couple green onions too. And again, make sure you wash everything before you put it in the fridge, and then it's good to go. See, I can cut green onions with a dull knife, and it works. It's just those tomatoes didn't like that very much. Okay, and you don't go that fast unless you're used to it, because you don't want to cut yourself. Again, scoop this. See, like that. The only other thing I have here is a little bit of kale. And so you know what? Why not, right? Kale's so good for you. So I'm just going to kind of cut it lengthways and then knot it up as tight as I can because I want it very small. And obviously, you can cut kale with a dull knife too. Okay, so kind of dice your kale. And once again, I have way too much kale for this, so I'm going to use about that much. Okay, so you see, when you overdo it like that, you just throw it all together to add to your salad that you're going to make later. Put that in there. Okay, so here's what we have. We have tomatoes, white onions, green onions, and kale. It's starting to look like bruschetta. Oh God. All right. What else have I got? Let's see here. I have some kombucha, which I think I will use, and you could use the store-bought one. I'm going to use some of this kombucha liquid that I have here for the dressing, and about 2 teaspoons of that. Kombucha is so full of probiotics and wonderful things. It works as well as apple cider vinegar. And, oh yeah, the other important ingredient is garlic, of course, for pretty much anything but bruschetta. So I'm going to take my garlic and get it so that it breaks open, like that. And I have my super duper fancy garlic crusher here. I'm going to put that garlic in there, crush that, and I should be able to get that. And see, it just crushes it beautifully like that. I love this crusher. Lots of garlic. You can never have too much garlic, so I don't even measure it. Okay, garlic, tomatoes, onions, and kale, and a little bit of kombucha. And you know what? All I'm going to add now is the Celtic sea salt. I put lots because it's got lots of minerals in it. It's not like regular salt at all. You can look that up. A little bit of cayenne pepper for heat, and a little bit of black pepper. And so there is my make-do bruschetta with kombucha. Okay, if you want the recipe, you can look it up on my website, or you can listen to this video or watch it. Okay,